the Parliamentarians Lecture 2022 organized by the National Assembly and the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies in Abuja with the topic Delivering Contract with Nigeria Stakeholders Implement the Agenda of the 9th House of Representatives, its progress, challenges and way forward. KAFTAN TV's Mavis Akko reports.
It is the second edition of the Distinguished Parliamentarian Lecture 2022, which is tailored to explore and address pertinent questions and thematic issues such as strategies and tactics of ensuring good working relations between the executive and the legislative branches of government, amongst others. Governor Nasiru Ahmed El-Rufai, chairman of the lecture series, commending the Ninth Assembly, states that the three tiers of government should be governed by collaboration.
Commending the Ninth Assembly, that improving that collaboration, coordination, and cooperation in the public interest works better for Nigerians than confrontation for personal and promotion of egotistical interest. The key role of the legislature is to check the excesses of the executive and the judiciary. The legislature is one branch of the government that I know I can never function in. The hard work needed to convince people to support even your motion is something some of us have no patience for.
The lawmakers also give an account on their journey through the Ninth Assembly.
And this is an opportunity for also our citizens to ask questions, because what we need to do is to enlighten Nigerians on what we do, what our challenges are, because this is what you pay us to do, and we must account for what we do to you. The Distinguished Parliamentarians Lecture Series is one of the laudable initiatives of Nilds, geared towards bridging the gap between the electorates and their elected representatives. It is also an avenue for we in the Parliament to tell our stories to the wider audience so as to change the misperception and misinformation in the public domain.
That nation building was a joint task. Government is ultimately a series of interconnected and overlapping priorities. Improvements in one area, or failures for that matter, will often have a cascading effect in other areas. The new strategy we adopted required us to emphasize the interconnectedness of policy actions and consequences. We called this updated legislative agenda our contract with Nigerians, to reflect the revised content, the latest strategy, and the new implementation approach. But most importantly, we called this document a contract because that is exactly what it is. A written account of what we owe the people and how we intend to meet our obligations within the shortest possible time.
Abubakar Suleiman, Director General, National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, believes that if the symbiotic relationship of the tiers of government is strengthened, good governance is inevitable.
For if the symbiotic relationship between these very important arms of government, such as being witnessed here today, is threatened, it portends a leeway for democracy and impactful good governance to thrive. This, however, does not preclude the two arms having to occasionally diverge, even seriously on issues that have direct bearing on the lives of their constituents. We are here today for the second in the series of parliamentarian public lectures, being organized by the National Assembly to serve as a platform where members of the Parliament will tell their stories, program accomplishments, and challenges.
With this lecture series, stakeholders hope that the misconceptions about the legislative's role in democracy is addressed, as legislators are representative and advocates elected to make laws and design public policy for good governance across the country. From the nation's capital, Mavis Ako, KAFTAN TV News.